Hi everybody, it's Leslie with just a little workshop on are you with a narcissist? Are you with a narcissist? And so many people call me and they have not treated properly and they think it's their fault. They wonder what's wrong with their significant others, their husband. I just want to go through it just a little bit right now. I'll do more next week. I'm going to do a couple more on this on narcissist. I think when you're with a narcissist, he doesn't seem to hear you. He or she doesn't seem to hear you when you're talking. No matter what you say, they just keep going over and over the same subject for maybe even half an hour and they don't stop talking. That's one real good sign. The other sign is, there's so many signs here, which I will go through that next week. And then when you decide to leave them, you get lonesome and you want to go back because their attention, sometimes you have a lot of attention, more than you've ever had in your lifetime, and it's wonderful. Only 90% of it's negative. And they're accusing you of being with another person over and over and over. Well, do remember that a narcissist, you will never be the only supply for a narcissist. When I mean that, the only woman or man. Because they have, they're dating site junkies. They're, you go out in dance clubs and find people. And they may not go with them always, but they do talk to them on the net all the time. All the time. It's a constant with them. It's a constant procedure with them. And if you get a smile from a stranger or someone talks to you, right away you're sleeping with them and you get accused, and terribly accused. And you wonder why you're doing this. Well, it's because a narcissist needs this to prop themselves up. To prop themselves up, and they like to make you feel wrong all the time. They're never wrong. They're always right. Do remember that. If you're in a marriage or a relationship with a narcissist, you're there to serve the needs of the narcissist. You're there to regulate their self-esteem, and all they want is a lot of attention and how wonderful they are, how handsome they are, how pretty they are, and nothing to do with the feelings of your own. You may get a few, oh, you look nice, you may get a few accolades, but you're not going to get very many, not at all. And whatever you say that you're going to do, it will be, oh, you shouldn't do it this way, you shouldn't do it that way, you should do it this way, you should do it this way. It's a very selfish, totally self-centered relationship, man or woman. All they talk about is themselves. If you could say the sky is falling, Chicken Little, they tell you what, they had a flat tire today, they wouldn't care. If you said, I cut my hand and I had to have 27 stitches, went to the emergency room. Well, I had lunch at Sally's today, or some diner or something. You had no attention. There's no depth. There is no depth of person. And if you think of this, because they seem to have control over whoever they're with for a long time. And I don't know if that's the attention, because there's so much of it, even though it's negative. But finally you realize this is not good for you. It is not good. And to pull away from it, sometimes you do it 4 or 5 times before you get away. And when you're away, you get lonesome for this and you really want the attention again. But I want you to think about it. You can get back. It's easy to get back with them. Kind of easy to get back with them. Not always, but it won't change. They can say what you want to hear. They can do what you want. Let's say for a week or two, if you're lucky that it lasts that long, if you're lucky. And then they're going to go back to abusing you verbally, very abusing you verbally. I mean, almost constant. And there's times when you wonder, why did they say that? I didn't do that. Why is that? Why did they say that? And you don't know. So please love yourselves. Please go and get some counseling if you need that. And realize that you're not this horrible person. And realize that many of you can't seem to pull yourselves away. And as I said, I'm going to continue this later, but it's very hard to understand why. One of the biggest things is something may be said to you and you can't figure out why. And they keep on and on with it. And you don't know why they said it. You try and figure it out. Don't try and figure it out anymore. Don't, because you never will. Have a wonderful week. I hope this was helpful for some. You can let me know if it was. I'd appreciate it. Bye-bye.